Hi, this is Dr. Farmer, and I wanted to create a video about creating subscales. I did the video on recoding. Make sure that you do that before you do anything, because recoding must be done before you can create other scales. I also did the video on creating an overall scale, but I also wanted to show you how to create a subscale. A subscale is a scale within a scale. Let's take a look at an SPSS data set. So I'm using anxiety 2 groups data, and in that data they have a scale dealing with mother-father relationships, and it asks questions about how much time you spent with your father. It has 24 questions about your dad, and then it goes through 24 questions about your mother. And so if you look at here, look at the data. This is the same data set that I downloaded earlier from SurveyMonkey. And one of the things that you're going to have to do with all your data sets that you download from SurveyMonkey and from Google Forms is you have to clean it up a little bit. One of the things that you'll likely have to do is rename your variables, because these variable names, as they're downloaded from those programs, are too long. And so what you have to do is find the first variable from that particular scale, and you need to name it something. I'm going to name these parent. You can name them anything you want. They need to be eight characters. I'm just going to call it parent 1 through 24. And then so if the first question on the parent subscale is parent 1, then the next one's going to be parent 2. And you want to repeat this step all the way down until you have labeled all of the items parent 1 through 24. Okay, now that we have these labeled as parent 1 through 24, now we can use those variables to create the subscale. I did some research, and remember I said it's very important that you know how to score your subscales. So in my research, one of the anxiety group, on their group files under in D2L, they had the paper associated with this scale. And in this scale, it says that items for the father positive affect scale, it says that items 3, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 should all be on that subscale. And the way that I know this is I look at positive affect. It's the factor loadings for the father. And I look at the ones with that notation next to it. So that's item 3 about trust. Item 6 about closeness, 9, 10, 16, so on and so forth. So I know that those are the items that I need on that scale. So I make a note and write those down. And then I go to SPSS and I want to create this scale. This is the same process that we use to create the overall scale, just you're creating a subscale. So again, you want to go to transform. You want to go to compute variable. Compute variable, we're going to call this, sorry, I forget the name of the subscale. Positive affect father is what we're going to call it. Positive aff father. So pos aff fat. Remember, it will only allow you to have 8 characters for a name. And so those are the ones we're going to use. But again, it doesn't matter. As long as it makes sense to you, you can name it whatever you would like to name it. Just make it something that makes sense to you, and that's fine. Then I go down and I find those variables. And those variables start, just a little trick, they start with, they're listed in here under the label name. So the label name is how much time do you feel you spend. So I have to find that. How much time do you feel you spend with your father? So that's number 1. Remember, I need number 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then I need a plus. I need number 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you look here across, it has the parent 14, so I know that's the right one. So I want to snap on that. Another plus sign. Then I need 18. Plus sign. 19 through 24. (20), 21, 2, 3, 4. Remember, no plus at the end. So 3, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I hit OK. And remember, always save your output file, because that allows me to see exactly what you did, and it makes it easier for me to check your work. So in my output file, it shows I computed positive satisfaction father with parent variable 3, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Just as we did for the overall, we then go to variable view. We go to the very bottom, and we see positive satisfaction father variable. And in the label, we probably want to write that so that we can remember it. But you can just put whatever you want in there, or you can leave it blank. It's up to you. And you have this variable. If we then want to check it to make sure, we go all the way to the end. It's always the last variable, and we see here that that variable has been created for each participant. So that's how you create your subscales. Remember, you'll have to clean up your data set by renaming many of your variables so that they make sense. There's no way to really get around this. It's just the way that data is entered into SurveyMonkey and into Google Forms. So that's part of the cleanup process. Make sure you get that done. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.